everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on E.
All right. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They'll set up a throw. They find some open field here. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. This is Howard on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 3 there on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a first down.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about him getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The numbers for Howard a week ago, 16 carries, 67 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll look to throw. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A nice little juke. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kentrell Brothers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A screen to Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. Already 17-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll drop to throw. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And it's 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramirez. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Here we go now!
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Watching that, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got some space here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, good move at the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. His pass caught with the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Steelers opening the game on offense. Run play here, and the ball comes out. He'd make it count, running for 22 yards on the run before being tackled. Now following the fumble, Stacy's going to show off his strength, and this run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now 1st and 10, Adams going to haul in the pass, and he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line. Continuing on the drive, under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Carter's going to run it back for the touchdown as they move out in front, 14-0. About halfway through the second, knocks the defender away with the stiff arm, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Deficit shrinks to 10. Now after the fumble, he'll go with the run here, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Vikings now down by just 3. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Heinz Field for the start of the 3rd quarter.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. That one will go down. It's 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, it's Howard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hope they flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go now.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to Talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Howard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throw left side complete. It's Ramirez. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a first down following that long gain. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. They'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's back to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out come the Steelers. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Room here to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt screwed.